Axel. Vincent. Sir Venom.
You defeated the Harpy Necromancer, snapping her black staff in half and removing her control over an undead horde. As you did so, you were confronted with a new threat. 3 Corsairs filled with tieflings, already flying a skull and crossbones flag, ready to take you on. You battled with wits and bronze in a roughed-up state. You used a number of resources, drinking potions and burning spells, but you were successful in staving off the attackers. One ship was pierced by Vincent's memory lance, blasting a hole from port bow to starboard beam, causing it to lose chase. For the other ships, you unleashed quite the successful sneak attack, causing a ship to ram another, while killing a great deal of the crew in the process. You took the 3rd ship hostage, roughly a dozen or so tieflings, demanding ownership and sparing their lives. The vessel became yours, but you also learned quite a bit about their merry crew, known as the Dancing Devils. You learned they were led from Darkon, a land similar to Barovia, by their captain, who is an older woman who goes by Larissa Snowmane. That said, upon dropping the name of Rudolf van Richten, you learned that she and van Richten were lovers once upon a time. You also learned that the Dancing Devils were collecting coin to pay off a witch, the one and only Natasha by the sound of it, to help them undo a curse. The curse. It was the reason they were supposedly able to escape Darkon, the reason they are all now tieflings, the reason they raided the Sword Coast for gold and the arcane crystal called Chardalon, which acts as a magical focus. And Natasha, her name once more being bandied about by those you encounter. And so as you venture westward with new maps in hand, a new ship to do with as you please, and a better understanding of what awaits you at the Corin Archipelago, the Dancing Devils, Highport, and whatever rituals being attempted, if you can make it there, you find yourselves aboard the Grandmere. What would you like to do?
Well, I think we need to have a band meeting.
Do
Sure.
we want a like a secret one? Should I telepathic bond us? Or do you think we're okay just going somewhere off on our own?
I
Going to
think
our
we're
looks like we have no
okay.
room.
Yeah, we can just go into like wherever we sleep. It looks like that part's empty. Yeah.
You all sleep in the
Nice.
forecastle. And would you also like Hansel to be there, or would you like to keep him out of this?
Riku, can we trust your brother?
Riku shrugs. He's like, seems like it.
Okay, yeah. Let's get him in there.
Hey, you're in the club now.
He looks simultaneously surprised, but also, well, maybe a little smug, pleased.
Yeah. Well, he represents the interests of the Sword Coast, so. So.
Oh yeah, the people who could be scrying us now. So may as well just tell him straight up.
Yeah. What the hell are we gonna do? Because if we kill these pirates at their home base in Highport, they're just gonna spawn back on their ship. So, yeah.
Well, sounds like if this lady used to be one of Rudy's bitches, we might be able to get her on our team. Maybe we just team up with them to take down Natasha, get their souls back or whatever.
But are they on good terms, do you think? Like, what was the guy's reaction when we name dropped him?
They actually specifically said to you, and I just watched the VOD a little bit ago to try to understand this again. They specifically said to you that it was unwise to mention Rudolf van Richten's name within earshot of Captain Larissa Snowmane.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that won't work. Maybe without mentioning his name, we
yeah.
try to team up with him to take down Natasha.
Riku was sort of thinking we should probably speak with the leader of these pirates one way or another and see if we can try to convince them to stop what they're doing and perhaps consider other avenues because we don't want to have to I don't know,
Yeah, but
try to
like
figure another way to get
we
rid of
can't
them.
threaten them with like death because they can't die. So how do we
I mean,
like?
Riku gestures towards Hansel. Maybe his new friends can actually kill them. They just didn't want to do it themselves.
Yeah, maybe we should like send a message, to Paladin Gang or whatever,
Tell them
or
what?
the Black Staff. Tell them what the situation is. Be like, do they even know? Like,
They sent us to kill unkillable guys.
yeah, that need like 1,000,000 gold. Like, that's a little excessive. And we ain't footing that bill. We know where Crystal is, but I think they said they have enough of it already. The Chardalon.
Yeah,
How about this?
that's right.
Riku looks suspiciously at them. Maybe we use Van Richten's name, but in another way. It's like, what if we say that we're also against him?
Ooh.
That we try to join her crew, and then see if we can maybe get to know them and see if there's any
I
other way
think we
to get rid of them
already.
from within.
I think Vincent already told them that we were his homeboy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the literal phrasing was something along the lines of, "That's my boy."
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't switch to like Riku being one of Rictavio's jilted lovers.
We can just lock the ones we've captured up and never let them out of, just kidnap them.
Oh.
They've heard too
Just
much.
keep them alive and
So-
away from the rest of them.
Funny enough, so you do have a crew. So the way that this is working with both ships right now, just as a point of order, you've got 4 captive tieflings on board the Grandmere, and there are a number of individuals who have been sequestered to the other ship to help run the ship along with a few of the tieflings over there. So the crew is running spare here. You move back and forth between both ships as you wish. That's not an issue for you. You can take a rowboat or just bounce back and forth whenever you want. And you have 3 tieflings within the hold, all the way down in the cargo hold at the very bottom of the ship, and they are chained up individually away from each other. And there is one Jex, Jexks, on the top of the ship who's chained to the mast. They can sort of move around the central mast themselves, but they can't move away from it further than like a foot or so because they are chained. So you do have them available to speak to if you wish.
Also, Sir Venom's going to step in and just claim dibs as captain of our new ship.
Sure.
Get
Yeah.
his pirate captain hat on.
Vincent, are you able to provide me with an insight check?
I think we need an audio check from Vincent.
Yeah, actually.
Provide us with a mic check.
Yeah.
Is he AFK? He might be AFK.
Joanna just walked away.
This is around the time when he does his thing, so I guess
Yeah.
we'll give him like 10 minutes or whatever.
Oh,
But,
and there he goes. Oh, there he is. He can probably hear us, actually, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, type 1 in chat if you can hear us.
Went green for a second.
Anyway, let's we'll figure it out. Maybe you can roll his insight check and then just add
Yeah,
his
give me-
modifier or whatever.
Give me a moment. Vincent. Does it not let me just... I guess I can't roll. Oh, no, there we go.
Oh, he did roll one.
Oh,
got
did
a
he?
5.
That's funny because that's basically the same thing I rolled. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to say that Vincent...
Can you hear me now?
Hey,
Yeah,
there he is.
yeah.
Ew.
There we go.
Welcome.
Vincent, with that roll, that insight check, you are unable to ascertain whether or not you believe that Sir Venom would be a good captain. But you're willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, he acts confident.
Oh man, I'm just thinking if you guys ever seen the episode of The Office where they go on the booze cruise and then the captain realizes that Steve Carell's character is gonna be a problem and he gives him like the fake wheel.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's like entirely what Sir Venom is doing.
Okay.
He's like cosplaying the captain, but he will 100% let people actually captain around him.
Yeah.
But he wants to take Vincent on as first mate because Vincent has experience on a ship. So it's more like Sir Venom will be captain, but Vincent will probably be actually doing the captain stuff.
All right.
I got my own role. I forget what it was now, but it was something.
You do, although it might change now that you have your own ship, I think is the important part there.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll be captain. I'll be your second mate and
First mate.
really do the first mate, and I'll
Yeah,
really do
you're
the
no
job.
number 2. You're number 1, Vincent.
Assistant to the
Assistant to
captain.
the regional manager.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, the question still stands. What do we do?
There's no
Excellent.
easy answer there
Yeah.
because we can't. I don't think killing the devil is like within our
Yeah. I think
scope of.
a bold option would just be to show up at Highport and try to negotiate.
Show up and ask for parley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
That's a
mean.
nautical term.
I think that is for step number 1. Like we have to do that no matter what. Like we have to at least try to establish some sort of communication. Step 2 is go from there.
Yeah, hopefully they're not mad we destroyed a couple of their ships.
Well, they shot first.
Did they? They did.
Yeah, they were coming
They
after
did.
us.
Okay,
We were
yeah,
defending
they did.
ourselves. Maybe
They're
us
very
bringing
aggressive.
us bringing back these prisoners here is a sign of good faith. Okay.
All right.
Hansel sort of interjects and he says, I mean, I have a sneaking suspicion that they probably do this all the time at that island. And actually, you probably ruined quite a fortuitous profiting center for them.
And we're gonna tell them we'll stop if they stop attacking the Sword Coast.
Yeah.
We're gonna come to some
Find
sort of
another
agreement,
coast.
or we're gonna find a way where we'll find out what else we could do to make them stop.
Oh no, I wholeheartedly agree. It's your mission as provided by the order. I was simply pointing out, they probably used that harpy and those undead to, ships would go there, they'd crash on the rocks, get attacked by the undead, and then those folk would probably just take a bunch of
Yeah.
treasure.
Yeah, clean up the scraps.
Yeah.
Fair. I mean, they can still do that, but
Did she get real jobs? That's what we should tell
Hansel laughs.
them. Yeah.
maybe we'll tell them this is only a taste of what we're capable of. And if we really gather our forces, we can have a whole navy on their ass, wipe them out, even if they do keep coming back.
Hansel sort of looks at you and he goes, I mean, Waterdeep doesn't have that many resources to spare to this, to be honest.
They don't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that. We can't like say we told Neverwinter, we're like, Neverwinter, they want $1 million. And Neverwinter's like, okay, here's $1 million. But then our taxes will go up because we'll be paying for the citizens of Neverwinter. We'll be paying for this. So
Shenanigans will suddenly become a ghost town.
yeah.
Can't
So
have that.
yeah. I think you should just go and talk to her, Riku.
Okay. Well, how about we keep this boat within 500 feet wherever I talk to her?
You can dimension door back to it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, if they get mad, we'll just chop off all their limbs. Do they get limbs back? Now that's a question.
They probably get it all back.
Yeah.
Hansel sort of shrugs.
They might bleed out. All right. So to Highport then?
Yep, we're gonna try to talk to her, see if we can
Okay.
negotiate some sort of way for them to stop attacking the Sword Coast.
Send them somewhere
Can
else.
we pull that map up of like that island chain again, like the more in depth one?
Yeah, absolutely. As you spread the map out before you, is there a table in the middle of this room?
Looks like it.
Yeah,
Over
you
like a
put
barrel or something.
the map on the table,
Oh yeah.
and oh, there it is. I made an entire directory of maps. I assume you mean this one, the more detailed version here. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, this one.
Cool.
Right.
And just for reference, and you could have written this in Quill here, but Highport is in the like a cave in this area here.
It looks like Seaton is a town.
Seaton is a keep, actually, as it was described to you.
Okay.
Is this whole island chain governed by piracy?
It has been described to you as a lawless area.
Hmm.
So yeah, kind of.
Oh, there's a haunted house. We can go visit that. A lizard folk lair. Some of Vincent's like cousins might live there.
I would like to find Raven Queen people.
Oh, they are to the south, technically.
Where Raven. I
Then we
can
can,
get inflicted with the curse.
Yeah, there's some there back down here on the Isle of Moray. And if you want, I can pop over to that map if you would like to see that.
And also, I have a teleport circle, so we can go there anytime you feel like visiting. Really.
But we couldn't come back to the ship, dude.
True.
Just teleport out of here, man.
It's like, all right, later. Good luck, guys.
Unless we're really abandoning ship.
So the Isle of Moray on the southwestern section of the Moonshay Isles, and I've labeled lycanthropes under the name of Moray. That is where all the like werefolk live, whereas the Corrin Archipelago up at the northeastern section, that is where Highport is. And you see that it's on one map. You see that Highport is on this map here, but it is not on the other map. Hence why you wrote it in with a quill.
Nice.
Well, Vincent, we'll go visit them once we're done here. I'll teleport the party over. Get Riku a new teleportation circle, and we'll visit some were ravens.
All right.
All right.
So
Anything
is there
else you?
anywhere that we need? Is there anywhere that we can sail our boat to? Do an adventure? Maybe like a merchant run.
Talking about Vincent.
I don't know.
So yeah,
We're just looking at a map right now.
And just for
I
a
know.
rough estimate, oops. Just for a rough estimate, you believe that you are currently halfway between Waterdeep and the Corrin Archipelago. So
how long did it take us to get this far?
about a week, or sorry, a 10-day. And you believe it'll take you roughly another 10-day.
Damn, we're making good time.
Yeah. So I guess we'll show the map to the what was the guy's name? Davison?
Yeah, Captain Davison Jonesboro.
Yeah, we'll show the map to him, tell him where we want to go, and be like, just take us there.
And he kind of looks at the map and he's, I assume you've gone back on top of deck for this. As you surround him and show him the map, he's like, first mate, hold the wheel, which would be, says to Riku.
Sure.
Make
Hold wheel.
a, yeah, make a, I don't know, some sort of like dex saving throw.
Uh-oh. Oh.
You keep the ship steady and true, Riku, as you hold the wheel. And he goes, good, excellent. Let's see. Oh, these are good maps. These are good maps. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have this one. And this one has more nautical stuff on it than mine. He's like looking at both of them. Okay, you want to go to Highport. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, we can do that. And he begins to turn ever so slightly starboard, says to you, Riku.
You got it. Starboard turn.
Make a wisdom check.
Ooh.
You do it correctly. You actually remember which one starboard is. And he goes, it's excellent. You'll be a good first mate.
Best
All
you'll
right.
ever sail with, bud.
And he sort of goes and sits over on a railing. Oh, it's good to have a break. He sort of stretches out. So, like, what are we going to do when we get to Highport?
I'm gonna go have a chat with the lady who's in charge of these scoundrels. Who smiles back while he's driving.
Oh, interesting. You mean like that one down there, who gives every sailor a sullen look, and you can see Jack sort of like rumble around with the chains dragging behind him from the side of the mast.
Yeah, they're just mad because they can't dive properly. We're gonna set them straight with that. Riku smiles.
Damn the Volby, that's an intimidating set of words you just said. I don't understand, but damn, that is intimidating. Axel, what are you doing?
I just want to ask Jessica?
Something like that.
I'm gonna ask the J-Man. How is your is it their captain or their leader? How's your leader gonna react when we show up and just start like talking to her? Is she gonna hear us out, or is she just gonna try to kill us?
He gives you the same sullen look that he's been providing with every sailor who goes by, and you notice that Bosun Tosin is nearby, and he kind of glances at it and he goes, "Be lucky if you get a word out of this one." Jex looks up at you, gives you the same sullen look, spits at your feet.
I headbutt him.
Go ahead and roll unarmed damage, and add whatever you roll for unarmed damage to your intimidation roll.
Okay, so I just roll the damage.
Yep.
And then
Holy
intimidation.
shit.
And then intimidation. Oh. Wait.
That's not bad. It's still going to be a
Yeah.
16. So you do this, and they actually fall back and hit their head on the mast behind them. So you've done 14 damage to them with this headbutt. And go ahead and roll a d4 for yourself as well to take a little bit of recoil damage.
1.
It's really not bad for you. You can see that there's like you didn't like crack your skull open, but you did split the skin on your head a bit as you did this, and so there's some blood streaming down above your left eyebrow at this point. And you look at them again, and they're holding the front and the back of their head simultaneously. Oh, fuck, that fucking hurt. Oh, just ask you a question, crazy man.
Well, then, yeah. Well, how is this lady gonna react when we show up and just start talking to her? Is she gonna be like pissed? Is she gonna try to kill us, or is she gonna hear us out?
She's gonna be more spitting mad than this fucking headache you just gave me, you dipshit. What do you think? You killed a bunch of us,
Well,
destroyed 2 of our ships,
don't-
and stole another.
Don't you people just come back to life?
Yeah, but like, you took away a lot of our ability to gain money to give us our real bodies back.
Well, you got shot. You should be more, approachable. Okay, shouldn't just shoot at people.
Oh, fucking hell, that hurts so bad.
Well,
You look terrifying, mind you. You
Yeah.
have just clobbered this guy. Blood is streaming down your face from right above your eye patch. And Bosun Tosin has like this like shock look on his face, and he's taken a step back. And one of the other guys who was lifting a cannonball and bringing it over to a cannon dropped the cannonball, and it just like rolled across the deck.
well, he was being smart. I had to,
Riku sees this scene as just like, play nice, Axel.
all right, all right.
You're still steering as well, mind you. And
Yeah.
Captain Davinson's like, "Oh, I don't really want to put a stop to that, but I will if I have to. No, not too much violence, please."
Yeah. This
Yeah, we need him somewhat alive before we get there.
this guy, he said that the lady's not gonna like the snowman's not gonna like us.
Well, of course not. Just
All
let me have a
right.
chat with her.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
like us after I chat with her.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. You know how Riku? You know how you can do that thing?
Which thing?
The
I
thing
can do many things.
when you take your necklace off.
Oh, jeez. Riku blushes.
At this point, Hansel actually walks up and he goes, I was thinking, Riku, she does like half-elven men. I mean, you're
Ooh.
half-elf, Rudolph and Richten's a half-elf.
I
Honeypot?
mean,
Yeah.
this was my plan from the start, dear
Well,
brother. But
Yeah, dude.
But
Just roll in,
But I do like Axel's angle here. You know, if things start going south with my first idea, I'd just be like, well, I have something to show you. And then bump, ba bum, big reveal. You know,
Yeah.
remove my necklace and then say, I'm one of you. And see what
Show
she
that
says to
you're-
that.
Okay.
Hansel
So you're
is-
also like have the tiefling curse.
Hansel's like looking at you like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
Of all, what? I thought he's
eh.
didn't he look at me with the I have the true sight spectacles. I thought I showed him one time.
Did you
Or maybe
show
not.
Hansel?
Maybe I just looked at him, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you showed Hansel in
Maybe
particular.
it was Morty
Well-
you had look through him.
Riku gestures over to Captain Davidson. Is like, "Hey, Cap, can you take the wheel for a sec?"
Oh, yes. Back. No play. I'll work as captain. I got it.
Like, you know, Riku's usually like lighthearted and like joking, but he suddenly looks stern, and he like goes up to his brother. And he's like, "I have something to show you."
Vincent, mind you, is nearby sitting on a crate. Vincent, what are you doing as this is all happening?
Just watching.
Just watching. One thing you notice in the distance is that there are some level of storm clouds. It's not concerning in the way that some storm clouds can creep up on a vessel. It just looks like there's probably rain in your future, probably overnight. And it's sort of clouding up a bit, but it's not dark yet. It's probably mid-afternoon, late afternoon, early evening. And as you walk over, Riku, you do feel a small drop of rain on your face.
Okay, so the tone has been set for a dramatic scene here. Anywho, Riku just like puts his hand on his brother's shoulders. He's like, "Many things happened in my travels," and like I forget how much have I told him about our trip into the Dracula land. Forget if
I'm going to
forget
say
exactly
that
how much he knows.
Yeah, you wouldn't have told him a ton. He has heard the tales that you've willingly told folks like Morty, for
Yeah.
example, and a little bit of what you've told to people like the Blackstaff, because I think you've told the Blackstaff like a little bit more, the Order of the Gauntlet a bit more. He has gleaned certain things from them, but
Yeah.
as he is not a full member
So-
of the Order
so-
of the Gauntlet, he is still not fully
He
trusted.
hasn't heard details. He just like heard things in passing, and he's sort of been like piecing it together himself.
And he knows your abilities. He knows that
Okay.
you are actually heroes of the realm, frankly, in a
He's-
lot of
yeah.
ways.
Yeah, he seemed more capable of.
Yeah.
Okay. And Riku will say, "Look, before I started my journey, things were different. I'll say that. And I actually started this journey on a funny job. He'll look around at the boys and kind of smile. And he says, "But during that journey, we actually lost one person, and dear friend of mine. But we gained another." He looks at Captain Venom, and along the way, I actually found out a funny piece of information about my past that is actually also funny, very similar to these folks over here. He gestures towards the tiefling pirates. He's like,
Jex at this point has actually sat down, and it looks like he's passed out with some sort of concussion.
yeah. But our father's the same, but our mothers are different. And I don't know how much you know about my mom. I didn't even know that much about her until recently. He's like, but one thing I did find out is this. And Riku removes his necklace.
Okay, and as you do so, the same looking individual, but just different enough, appears forward, horns and all.
Teeth Coup.
Which I actually don't think I have a token of, weirdly enough.
And did you want like the whole crew to see you transform?
It doesn't matter. Like, who cares? Riku doesn't care.
Captain Jonesborough goes, "Damn, that's a good trick, man." And again, this guy drops another cannonball as he looks up and he sees you turn from half elf to tiefling. He goes, "Bosun, there's more of them." And Bosun Tosin comes around and he sort of looks and he goes, "What the bloody hell?"
Riku himself isn't used to seeing the transformation. You see him waving around his tail and looking at it, and then he leans his head forward and puts his horns in his brother's face and says, "They're real," and he wants him to touch him.
Yeah, Hansel takes a step back first and foremost, and as you offer him to see that they're real, can you just make a persuasion check for that?
Go on, bro. Touch my horns.
18.
He nervously steps forward, places a hand up, and you can feel him touch your horn as you don't feel it through the horn itself, but like a tooth, like hair. It's there. It's real. He sort of grasps onto it briefly and lets go, and he.
And then Riku puts his necklace back on, and you see him sort of tuck it in his shirt. Hanzo, now sees why it's so precious to him, part of the reason at least.
And you become Riku again, very swiftly. There's no time at all as the seeming takes place once more, and Hansel waves a hand sort of over your head. No horns are there.
Yeah.
What?
Riku looks down at his butt where his tail was. He's like, "Yep." You can imagine my surprise, Riku says to him.
You didn't know?
No clue. One of my one of the many secrets my mother has kept from me. And then he looks back sharply at him. He said, "And our father."
He looks pretty shell-shocked in a lot of ways. He sort of looks out at the water for a moment, and then he looks back at you, and he says, You're still my brother, Riku." Puts a hand on your shoulder. "I think you're right, though."
Riku puts a hand on his shoulder. He's like, "Always will be," and smiles back at him.
And he goes, I know. But you're right. Dad's got a lot to say about this, and I don't know. Did you talk to him? Did you ask him?
We haven't had much time to go over such matters as he looks around. He's like, "As you see, we've been busy." But that'll be for another time. But I suppose perhaps whatever's happening here could be somehow linked to what's happened to me, because the affliction, the cause of it, is the same. So perhaps I have more with these people in common than either of us know.
You can see him sort of scratching his head, tousling his hair back. Damn. It looks like he actually just hopped off his griffin as he sort of tosses his hair back. You see the sort of ace pilot look to him that he seems proud of. He is a guard of Waterdeep in its finest. I mean, I'll do whatever I can to help you with this. I'm here as your brother, as as a individual representing the city of Waterdeep, and as an individual representing the Order of the Gauntlet. And it seems to me that even though their deeds have been difficult, if not vile at times, when they inflict the damage and violence upon the Sword Coast, their aims are true.
Yes,
They don't kill just to kill.
their motives are true. They're doing necessary evils in their eyes to the means of an end. But if there's another way, figure it out. And then he looks at him and looks at the rest of the boys. He's like, together.
Family now.
You hear Captain Davison Jonesboro give a bit of a sniff and a snort, and a little bit of like electricity goes nostril to nostril, almost like a nose ring. And he goes, "That was beautiful. Oh my God, you folk, you went so through a hard time. Everybody probably grab on though. I think we're about to get a rainstorm." And you can actually see the sort of like walls of rain up ahead, maybe half a mile, quarter of a mile off in the distance, and it's not pouring really hard or anything. It's rain that's sort of gently coming down, but it's a wall of water nonetheless. And you can see people running about the ship as this is happening. Is there anything else you would like to do here?
Are we gonna have to bucket?
Buckets, like throw water overboard?
Yeah, like
Get it
water.
out.
Yeah, water fills up on the ship. We gotta get rid
It
of it.
rains.
Yeah.
No. It'll be fine. The ship's all set up for that.
Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. So
The crew is running around getting the ship ready for the oncoming rainstorm.
nice.
Excellent.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do at this time here?
I mean, we don't really have a plan. We're just seems
Yeah.
like we're gonna send Riku in, and
Riku's
hopefully
gonna
his charm will prevail.
Yeah, you're gonna seduce an old woman. That's cool.
Maybe we
could I-
should we like berth the boat somewhere, like not drive or not like sail right up to it? Maybe go
Vincent
Riku-
wants to do
Riku would
a
prefer
little
the boat to
perception
be-
check.
Riku would prefer the boat to be within 500 feet of wherever he's going.
or maybe like keep the main ship a little further away and sail our like stolen vessel in closer.
Oh, they're gonna take that back. That's a gift back to them, I think, because they're not gonna let us leave with it unless we come on, we leave on good terms.
Oh, but then I won't be Captain Venom anymore.
You just remember you were captain for a time.
The
You
way-
can say you were a captain. That's
The
all
way we're making money, you can just buy a boat.
True.
Vincent wants to
Waste
make
meter.
sure one
Blackjack
little last
hooks.
check.
Sorry, one little last check on what in particular, Vincent?
Too many
Like
cooks there.
yeah, I'm sorry. To make sure like around to make sure no like nothing's on the horizon.
Yeah, go ahead and make a
Ye-
perception
ye-
check.
Sneaking up on us.
Yeah, definitely.
You worried about someone tailing us?
Oh,
Yeah, or like I don't know if this like storm could be either supernatural and or caused by some.
I get it. You're
else. I
sussy.
don't know.
Yeah,
You're
maybe
sussy
it's like
boy.
it's a storm dragon causing a storm to come eat us
I'm
or
all-
something.
okay.
Always on the lookout. Never want to be caught off guard.
You were on the lookout, and a natural 20 helps you quite a bit. You notice two things. One, the rain at the edge of the storm is gentle. It is not a downpour. It's not even a steady rain. It's sort of a misty drizzle. But you can see further in, it is a heavier rain that you are eventually headed into. The other thing, and this catches your eye suddenly, you realize that the clouds on the horizon, as you look backwards behind you, form a perfect semicircle out to the horizon beyond your line of vision. So that the rainstorm seems to be And you can see this as you sort of like or begin to enter the drizzle. You sort of look to your left and right. It's also a drizzle, but it's deeper in, almost as if it's a perfect sphere that the rainstorm is emanating from a central point.
Like perhaps someone has cast it there.
Yeah. Or some cover for some reason.
Hmm.
Vincent, kind of very calmly and coolly lets the gang know. Be on alert. And just kind of and lets them know that storm is there on purpose.
Okay.
Who has the highest intelligence score? Like anything over an 18 for anyone?
Yeah, right. Not this
Yeah,
group.
I think this is a low int lobby.
You guys are
I'm looking at a 12.
I think I've only got a 12 as well.
okay. So we're hot, dumb, and stupid. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a himbo crowd here.
Gotcha. Hot, strong, dumb, and stupid. Okay. So, yeah, I would say that those of you with 12s, yeah, nothing happens.
Well, after Vincent says that, I'd fly up to the crow's nest and keep my fancy spyglass trained in the direction of that storm.
That's not an issue. You are at the top of the crow's nest, and you begin to keep a lookout, and you begin to notice all the things that Vincent sort of cued you into. It's very clear to you now that you are in the crow's nest and really like giving it a good look for a minute or two, Captain Venom. And as you do so, you sort of see the semicircular, out to the horizon, sort of nature of this storm.
Would I be aware in like any of my studies of any kind of like spell or arcane intervention that could cause a storm like this?
Make an Arcana check. Axel, what are you doing while that's happening? Looks like you were moving around.
Nat 1 to follow that nat 20.
I went down to the mess, just the officers' mess, just to hang out and stay
Yep.
dry. And then I realized I have a job, and I should probably go back up and make sure
Gotcha.
people don't die.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
While you look at the storm and think about it, so there's two things. It's funny because magical storms actually relatively well coming from the Shadowfell, and spending a lot of time there, Captain Venom, because the Raven Queen's sanctuary within the Shadowfell is a sort of bowl-shaped city where all water funnels downward into the center where her palace is, but that the rain there is actually memories. So the rain are the memories of folks in their lives, and she collects it as it sort of pours down the city streets into a large cauldron, effectively. This is unlike that storm, and you have no idea what's going on with this storm.
I think I may see if I can petition my Raven Queen to protect our ship from the storm when it gets close to us, using my my divine intervention.
Okay.
Huh?
Do you have to roll for that?
I think so. It says if your roll is equal to or less than 10. So I have to roll a 1, not a D10, I think it was, for it to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's normally a D100, but because you're level 10, a D10 is perfect.
Here we go. Fail.
Yeah. Um,
Does this worsen the storm?
as you petition her, your thoughts try to reach out towards her, and you fail to sort of grasp on to the memories of the Raven Queen and the Shadowfell and her palace. You do feel a sort of buzzing in your mind, however.
Okay.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like really faint, and it feels like it's pulled towards the center of the storm.
Almost like getting a busy signal.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hang up and try again.
I do have like 3 other spells that let me get in contact with her, but I don't think they can like do anything.
Are you guys fully healed up right now?
It looks
My
like it.
character
think
says
so.
I am.
I think I'm missing a hit point from headbutting the guy.
Okay, it's fine. Either way, it is beginning to be nightfall as you sail into the storm. You are headed in the correct direction, and as
How easily would it be to go around that storm? Like how big is this? And like
it,
how far,
fun.
based on how far we are out. Like if we skirt the edges and
how
and
far?
be weary of the center.
Well, let's see. You can theoretically see 2.8 miles out across the horizon. You were able to make out some of the curvature of the storm, Vincent. So go ahead and give me an insight check based on your sea voyages from prior times. I mean, you think, you're already in the storm, which is problematic in of itself, you suspect. If you were to suddenly veer 90 degrees in a different direction, north or south, because you were heading due west, or roughly due west, you'll probably exit the storm and wouldn't hit the center of it. But beyond that, you don't know how long it's going to take you, and you don't know how big it is. You don't know if it's actually perfectly circular. You suspect it is based on everything you've seen. Could be a few hours, could be a few days.
Alright.
If you
Just
would
what-
like to petition Captain Jonesboro to go around it, you may do so.
I guess I would petition his opinion, being as know that this was put here by something or someone or some whatever.
Okay.
That does he think it's a good idea to just sail right through this?
He kind of looks back at you and goes, I mean, it's a little odd.
I mean, we
If
just
it's
got in a fight with a couple things, like I don't know.
so long as it's a normal storm, it should. I mean, little rain doesn't hurt the ship, doesn't hurt us. It's not fun, but like the wind seems
I'm
really
telling you, it's
calm.
not a little. I feel like I'm telling you, it's not a normal storm.
Oh, I mean, what do you mean by not the normal storm?
This was put here by someone or something,
Make
or
a persuasion
something's
check.
causing this. A
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Make a persuasion check.
You roll good. 15.
That's really not bad. He kind of looks at you and he kind of looks back at the storm. He goes, I mean, you four are in charge. If you tell me to go around, I happily go around, especially if you think this is bad business.
Vincent would look around at the gang just to gauge their what they're doing.
I'm up on the crow's nest.
All right.
But you're Sir Venom's or Captain Venom's first mate, so he'd back your play, whatever it was.
I guess
to the captain.
whatever. I guess let's just go right through it, and Vincent's just gonna stay on high alert. So,
Okay.
expecting something to happen. I want to be caught off guard. Vincent's always gonna be actively looking around.
All right. And how late into the evening would you do that? Because you are heading into the evening at this point. It's like 6:30, 7 p.m. in the evening. Would you like to eventually retire to the forecastle in your quarters? What are you thinking?
At some point I would tag someone out that I trust, to keep a watchful eye, I guess. Like,
Okay.
once it got to like a really crazy, I would stay up late. So maybe like literally the middle of the night, like 2 or 3. I would maybe come get
Instead of 3 watches, do 2
Venom.
watches. You do the first one, then Captain Venom will come take the second one.
I would do 2 because he's extra cautious.
Okay.
So I would at least do the first 2.
Okay. Yeah. Taking watches on the ship is not an issue whatsoever. Looks like Axel's going to go raid the pantry again by the look of it. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm seeing what's up.
I was gonna say, I assumed we always had watches going on the ship.
Yeah,
if you would like to, you can.
I just
Okay.
meant like because of this, like I'm just being extra vigilant. That's
Well, if
all.
we're heading towards enemy territory, I just thought it would be smart to. Figured that was the protocol anyway.
Sure. You are under watch protocol, and you can rotate the watches however you see fit. If you are taking a watch throughout the night, I would ask for a perception check from each of you, whoever is going. Just let me know the order of it, and we can resolve any of that.
I'll take watch after Vincent.
I want
And I'd
number 3.
also whoever's on watch, I'd give the magic spyglass to you so they can get that. I think it's a D4.
Yeah, to visual
be like-
perception checks.
It'll be like the baton we hand off.
That's a pretty good baton. I would actually also ask for anyone who takes a watch to give me just a dexterity saving throw,
Saving
Hey.
throw. You
because
say.
the ship is rough. It's slippery, as the seas are a little rough.
Oh damn.
Riku, you do have a little bit of trouble getting out of your quarters to a vantage point to continue the watch, but you are okay. You don't go overboard or anything of that instance. Axel, do you end up taking a watch, or do you stuff yourself too heavily while down in the pantry?
Yeah, we only need 3 watches, right?
I think because Vincent's going to take 2, I think that's right.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm just gonna eat a bunch of food and then pass out.
Okay.
Fill up on potatoes and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And that's actually easy. Sleep doesn't come super easily to you just because the seas are so rough at different points in time. Can you just give me a Constitution saving throw just to make sure you don't end up seasick?
Absolutely can. 13.
All
Pretty-
good. It was
yeah.
a 10 that you had to beat. So you don't become poisoned or anything from seasickness. The potatoes don't sit well in your stomach, but you do sleep through the night. And all of you wake. The watches go by quietly, but you are on the other side of the storm. And you can see that Captain Davison Jonesboro has actually stayed up quite a lot this evening to take on the navigation of the ship himself. And he goes, "All right, laddies, as I see you waking now, I definitely kept the ship steady and straight. A little bit of a rough night, rougher than I would have preferred, but just some rain." He sort of smiles at you, Vincent. Promise, just some rain. And as he says it, you hear the person up in the crow's nest who's, not going to be Captain Venom for this. You hear them yell, Captain, there's a ship. It looks wrecked. There's a ship up ahead. And as you all turn and look, you see the following sight.
Well, shipwreck just equals free shit, right?
As you
Yes.
come out of the storm on the western side of it, a battered and beaten sailing vessel. 2-masted, looks like 2 or 3 layers. It sort of sips lopsided in the water. Its bow is out of the water a little bit higher than you would have expected, suggesting it has taken on a certain amount within the keel of the hull. And that it just looks beaten to hell, almost as if something has punctured the sides of it and smashed down upon the deck. The sails are tattered, wind-worn. There are a few birds that look like they've roosted in it during the storm that begin to take flight as they see your ship coming nearby. But it looks devoid of life from your vantage point.
So just abandoned, it's not sunk, or
Yeah.
okay.
Do you
Heavily
see-
damaged.
Is there like anyone in the water?
Make a perception check. 28. You don't see anyone in the water. You think you catch a glance of movement through one of the holes ever so briefly that you can see has been like a puncture hole on the side of the ship. But you don't see anything else.
I mean, we're going to investigate this thing, right?
Yeah.
Like clearly.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, into the rowboat. I'll meet you over there. And Sir Venom starts flying over to it. Or you know what? He's gonna start swimming over to it underwater because he can breathe water.
Riku dons his broom.
Okay. And for those of you, you are technically little figures on the ship, so you can take yourselves off and fly over. Those of you who need to take the rowboat, I can drop the rowboat in for you if you so wish. We can plop you over there.
Whoa. It's very small.
They're all size appropriate, roughly.
Okay.
The ship is sort of like listing lazily in your direction as well, and it doesn't take you too long to get over there. I mean, Sir Venom and Riku, if you're going to fly and swim over, you do arrive first. So if there's something you would like to do, just let us know, and we can do that. We can bring that in.
Just kind of, I just want to like fly around and scout it out, like kind of
Yeah,
do a little
I'm gonna do the same except underwater. Scout out,
360 action.
look
see
through
what
any
I see.
holes.
Do we have
Okay.
to? Do we have to tie ourselves to this boat? How's that?
Oh, you mean to investigate it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up another map for it.
Oh,
Don't worry
okay.
about that. So what I'll say is this, Riku, as you sort of fly around, you see a name in faded gold lettering that's partially chipped away, but you can make it out nonetheless, that says the Emperor's Waves. And the Emperor's upper decks slope gently down toward the ship's port side. The forecastle and quarter deck are empty, and short wooden stumps are what remain of different sections of the ship as the sort of railing is looks like it was sort of blasted away or ripped away. The double doors leading to the cabins fore and aft appear intact, as does the metal grate in the deck that offers access to the lower decks. Aside from the rhythmic creak of the ship's badly weathered timbers, all appears quiet.
Riku's looking back at the other two and is like, this looks like a pile of trash. Why are we here?
We're here, Riku, to determine what happened to these people on the ship, so it doesn't happen to us.
Okay. Want me to say anything to Sir Venom while he's underneath there?
Like where
Uh,
your head's at.
What about the Sir Venom piece of that in particular? Do you mean?
I can message him
Ah, gotcha.
because he's underwater.
Because I would just be like circling the ship, looking for the those holes in the hull. See if I can investigate them and determine what caused them.
Yeah, gotcha. As you do that, give me two perception checks. One for visuals and one for non-visual perception.
All right, so
And-
lowly 31 for the
And that's the
first
visual one. Yeah.
and then a low roll 15 for the second one.
Okay. So the visual one, you think you see movement down below. Can't tell how big or how many fish, creatures, whatever it is in particular. But it doesn't seem to be a humanoid. You can tell that much just by the silhouettes. Appears to be sort of fish in nature. The perception check, high enough to feel a buzzing in your head.
At this point, I'd probably go rejoin the rest of the crew.
Okay. And I'll bring you up to the top of the surface.
And I'd let them know that there's some type of wee beasties underwater, like still in the ship. I don't know if they're friendly or not. They could just be like normal fish, but they could be like fish monsters that want to eat our eyeballs.
Go draw them to the surface, swimming boy.
Sharks?
Can't do much from
Do sharks
It-
eat turtles?
Yeah, you would know that sharks definitely eat turtles.
Yeah. Vincent's not going in the water. staying on the boat
Bunch of
from
pussies.
his experience. From his experience.
So these things are just in the water. They're not on this big boat, this big abandoned boat.
Well, they're
Yeah.
like in the boat, under the water, like in the parts of the boat that are underwater.
Riku looks back at Sir Venom. He's like, "Can you pick up and move all this water?"
Ooh, and then we can just like walk around the boat as if there's no water.
Maybe that's what Riku's asking.
That'd be pretty cool.
I can raise the water. Ooh, part water. Okay, that's what. Cause water in the area to move apart and create a trench. The trench extends across the spell's area, and the separated water forms a wall to either side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're looking for.
So
How
do
wide?
that with the walls being the shape of the boat.
How big is the boat?
Give me an intelligence check about this, Sir Venom, and just based on your knowledge of water and your spells, go ahead and.
Two.
That's sort of the angle you're coming at this from. Yeah, I mean, the suggestion from Riku seems really reasonable, frankly.
That's not good.
What, that we can do what I said?
Yeah, well, he said that your suggestion seems reasonable, and he got a 2 on his intelligence check.
Why not at least try?
Well,
Well, how else are we gonna
Axel will
face
get
them?
on board this thing if we're just floating right now.
That's like
Yeah.
mostly underwater, isn't it? That's
It's not entirely underwater. You suspect you'll be able to go down a bit into the ship without going underwater.
Yeah, but if I did that, I'm thinking the ship would just like fall in water.
Yeah.
Instead, let's
You would basically make a trench and then put large walls of water on either side of the ship, but the ship would still sit in the water at the same level that it's at.
okay.
Instead, I'd fly up. Everyone gather around. And
I'm here.
then, give me 10 minutes. Axel, Vincent, keep a lookout around us, and I would cast water breathing so that everyone can breathe underwater for the next 24 hours.
All right. You use that as a ritual spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the future, I think Sir Venom would probably do that like anytime we'd left the ship for one of these like little side adventures.
Okay.
It could last for 24 hours, so
Yeah. So
I
long
mean,
as you have...
he'd probably do that at breakfast every morning.
Sure, that's not an issue. You can do that at breakfast every morning. That's actually a pretty reasonable take on that, especially considering it's a ritual spell.
Yeah.
So long
ritual
as you
spells
are not
last for
interrupted at
24 hours?
breakfast, yeah, you've got water breathing every day. As you do this, or you did this morning, and as you land on the ship, your footfalls cause a number of very small spiders to sort of scuttle up out of the grate here, and then like over and around, hiding in the cracks of the ship on the other side, away from you.
Okay. You see how like the middle of the part of the ship where we're standing is like darker than the other ends of the ship? Does that mean it's underwater, or is that just like?
No, it doesn't mean it's underwater. In fact, you can actually see a portion. So the ship is listing this way, and you
Oh,
can see that this portion over here is underwater a little bit, and that
okay.
water is sort of like up to the side of the ship here. But this is actually higher, and it sort of tilts down that way.
Okay. And where's
They had like
the
an angle on its side.
where's like the staircase down?
Yeah, so there's an entry here, and there's an entry here, and then you could pull this up if you wanted to.
Hmm.
We should pull up that grate.
All right. Axel goes to pull up the grate.
Yeah, go ahead and give a strength check, Axel.
Strength. Just straight strength.
Yes.
9.
Okay. And I'm just going to bring us to a different map so you can see a little bit more. so you can explore the ship a little bit better. The 9 is actually not good enough to pull that grade up. Between the seawater washing over it, between the rust, and between there's some sort of jam on the underside, you suspect. You're not able to pull it up.
Okay.
Riku shrugs, is like, well, it was a nice try.
Yeah. Guess we'll just go down the old-fashioned way in a stealth fashion.
Okay, go ahead and if you want to begin to sneak along, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Would you need it from all of us?
Yeah.
Wow, a 14 with disadvantage. It's not bad.
That is not bad, actually. Okay, and so you want to explore the room on the southern side, is that right, Axel?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to bring you over to the left of that view. You enter that room over here, and before you, let me give you a bit of a description here of what's going on. Yeah. As you open the door, several more small spiders crawl out, and that's the first thing you notice along your feet. They don't crawl like up your boots or anything. They crawl out and they actually skirt around you along the edges of the poop deck, basically. And you notice as you look up that a rough stone altar dominates this cabin. Strange markings cover its surface, dried mud caking the floors around it, and humanoid skulls ring the wall above, each mounted with a wooden spike. The corners of this room are piled with garbage and debris, crudely cut wooden logs, smashed furniture, torn sacks, shattered crates, and small piles of dried palm fronds. There's a staircase that descends from the southeast corner, and an acrid odor fills the air.
So I assume, like, the water going down is going to be dark because there's no light.
Yeah,
From
I
there, there's
mean,
lots of light.
it's not. There's no water necessarily. Like you can actually go down those stairs still, and it's not directly into
Oh, okay.
water, so far as you can tell.
It looks kind of watery, but yeah.
It's a little watery, but it's not like bad.
Let's keep going.
It is a bit dark in here, but it's not pitch black. As you begin walking through, would everyone else like to place their characters over there as well, or are they doing other things?
Go with them.
Okay. I'm going to put you back a little bit here. And Vincent, you're there, you said, and Sir Venom, you too?
Yep.
Okay. As you're walking in this space, you notice that several creatures begin to rise out of the refuse towards you, with spiders in particular coming up the stairs, streaming up the stairs at the sound of your footfalls from above. Let me bring up the initiative tracker, and I will ask you to roll.
What did you guys get us into?
There's just some spider. Like, how big are these spiders?
One of them is a giant spider. So.
Oh, is that like the one that Eustace?
Yeah.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll initiative if you've not done so already. Ooh, 21, pretty good.
I don't usually roll high for initiative, so that's very good for me.
Ooh, why?
Ooh. Okay, so your stealth checks only saved you a little bit here. They don't get advantage on you. They didn't, surprise you. Axel, you yourself were quiet. Your friends, however, were less than quiet. Sir Venom and Vincent in particular. And it was really when they entered the room, and that was why I asked, are you guys following? Whether or not that was going to take effect. The Ettercap, the purplish, nightmarish, half spider, half humanoid creature that rose from the refuse on your right, gets to go first. And as it rises from the refuse, it shoots a web out across all of you. The web I'm gonna need a. Let's see. Actually, the web takes effect. So a web is gonna hit all of you, and you are all restrained.
Web.
Just put. All right, you're all restrained.
This is it. It's been a good run.
Oh, next time.
That'll be its turn, however, and that's going to bring us to, I believe the next person is Riku. What would you like to do?
Can I do?
Well, restrained just means that your speed is 0. You can't use attack rolls are at disadvantage, and dexterity saving throws are at disadvantage. So you can still use your action and bonus action normally.
Trained by a web.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You restrained, boy.
Too many
Some of your fiery,
ideas.
fiery goodness to burn the web away.
No, but that'll burn us. Want to do that?
I ain't afraid of no fire.
Should be.
I think Riku is.
Yeah. Should be for all of us. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna come out swinging.
If you would like to spend your turn trying to free yourself from the webbing, you may do so. You do have that option as well.
Not just yet. We're gonna cast a 5th level spell.
Okay.
So they're all gonna either take half or full damage of that. It's one of those is thunder and one of those is radiant damage, and everything that fails will also be prone.
Gotcha. And what is the save that I need to make? Constitution?
Con 16.
Right. So the Ettercap fails. The Swarm of Spiders fails. And the Giant Spider actually succeeds. So that would be 21 damage to everything other than the Giant Spider. Does that sound right?
Yep. That's thunder and radiant damage.
Yeah. That's fully effective towards all of these creatures. The giant spider is sort of able to duck its head under the refuse so that it doesn't take a full blast. Definitely hurts it, nonetheless. The Ettercap takes it to its body, and it's hurt. It's nearly bloodied, you suspect. The swarms of spiders that were streaming around the corner are obliterated.
Yeah. And it's a 30-foot sphere around me.
Gotcha.
It doesn't target my allies though.
Yep.
And I still have my bonus action. Gonna go ahead and give a bardic. I'm gonna give a bardic to Axel.
Okay. Is that your full turn?
That's it.
Cool. That brings us in the order to the giant spider, who will leap forward and attempt to bite. I think Vincent's probably the closest, so it's just gonna. Let me me see. Oh no, I think you're probably the closest, Riku. It will move forward and attempt to bite you, Riku. It gets advantage on this attack, unless it shouldn't for some reason. Is there something that you have, Sir Venom, that any reason why it shouldn't get advantage?
That's only against undead.
Gotcha. I got a 23, so it's going to hit with piercing damage, and then I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw, Riku.
Oh, unless the giant spider's not a fiend, I'm assuming.
No, it's not. It's an insect. It's a creature.
That's not good.
So you have failed. So you are going to take 14 full points of damage, and that would be 6 points of bite, piercing damage, and then 8 points of poison damage, if that matters. That being said, nope, you're not poisoned or anything. Never mind. You're all good. That would be the spider's turn. The swarms of spiders are dead. You obliterated both of those, so they don't get to go. Axel, what would you like to do? You are trapped in a web.
Is that giant spider in range? Like, can I attack it from here?
I'm gonna say
So like 5
it
feet.
is. Yeah, I think it's gonna be about 5 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah. Then we'll attack it. Without being able to move, because what's part of me is webbed? Is it just like my feet?
Yeah, it's like really up and around your knees, your upper thigh, basically, somewhere in that range.
All right. Yeah. So we will recklessly great weapon master.
So the reckless will only make it a flat roll. Just a heads up,
So my
'cause you
attack
get
is
disadvantage.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to attack. Well, yeah, we'll do that anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got your bardic for if you really wanted to hit.
Yeah. Who? What's the bardic roll?
It's a D10 now.
That's a miss though. It's a natural one.
Yeah. So can I still add the bardic to so it's a 9. It's a 9 right now.
Not on a natural one for an attack roll.
Oh,
Auto
okay.
miss.
So it's just an auto. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try it again. Same deal.
Okay. And you try to go to step to put your weight into your axe swing, and you miss your first one, and the second one.
It's a 2.
That is.
So -5. So right now I'm at a 10. I'm at a 10.
That's a miss. It's a miss by a few.
But not auto, right?
No, not
D10.
auto, and you actually have the potential to hit,
So
depending
roll a
on your roll on your
D10.
bardic.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what this thing's. Let's see. We'll roll it. Probably forget it.
Why you got it?
Probably forget I have it if I don't use it.
If you get a 4 or higher, you're gonna hit it. So it's actually
10.
60% chance. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So we're looking at 31 and can I sneak attack this thing while I'm restrained?
You didn't have advantage.
I didn't have
on
an
it.
advantage. Okay. Right. So
What I would say though is go ahead and describe your kill.
Oh.
It's 31
So
damage is
I
more than enough.
I intentionally missed with my first attack, to kind of like fake it out, and then with my second one, I try and kill it. So now I have a question.
Yeah.
So with my bonus action, can I attack the webbing? Okay, so hear me out on this one. So because I took an enemy to 0 hit points, I get another attack. Can I use another attack to attack the webbing?
Yeah, yes, you can actually.
All right.
Exact feet.
Yeah. So I'll use
The
my
webbing
bonus.
has like an AC of 10 and 5 hit points.
Okay.
It's actually got an AC.
So I guess that's like an auto hit. Wait, so what was it?
Go ahead and roll an attack, I would say.
Oh,
It's an
yeah.
AC of 10, so as long as you don't roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You hit the webbing, and I'm going to say that you hit the webbing around just yourself, the way that this is going to work.
Okay. So I'm free?
And yeah, you are free. You can move. You are no longer restrained.
Nice.
I
Okay.
think with your
let's-
damage modifier, you just automatically do.
Yeah, let's get that. Put that thing over there. Yeah. So then we'll just hang out. Is this ground? Can I stand on the ground in this area?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it, like,
difficult
garbage?
terrain because it's rubbish. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll just hang out in this corner. Surround the giant Spider-Man.
Okay. As you move in this direction to go around the stone altar in the middle here, your head bumps up against the skulls hanging from the ceiling. A very unpleasant sort of sensation as they rattle back and forth now, sort of in swaying motion of the ship, along with the fact that you bumped your head on them, and you clump through the refuse, but you are in that location without
All
issue.
right. And I will end my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Sir Venom. What would you like to do?
Let's see. So I think first, I think I want to get my my parrot buddy up. So I'm going to empower. How do I do this? I'm gonna empower Umbra in pirate mode
Okay.
on the other side of this motherfucker. I'm gonna cast that at 4th level.
He shows up and says, "Caca, matey."
And 20 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
So 2d8 plus 6. So 12 force damage.
Okay.
And that was a bonus action. So then I'll hit him with a cantrip. Would I have disadvantage on spell attacks too, or just like weapon attacks?
You have disadvantage on the creature's attack rolls. So that's going to be melee attack, range attack, spell attack.
Okay, then I'll hit him with Sacred Flame.
Oh, okay. Good shot.
So it has to save against Dex 18.
Dex 18. The Ettercap attempts to dive under the refuse and fails to do so.
What a bitch.
He is bloodied. There's a chance that you will kill him with this.
12 damage.
That was enough because he had 11 hit points left. How would you like to describe your kill?
Oh, so as he tries to dodge, a feather, a glowing feather, like floats down and then just explodes in radiant flame right in front of his face, just blowing his head off.
So instead of the sort of magic taking hold as it assumed it was going to in one spot, it appeared the feather and then in the other. You are out of combat. You've killed the spiders, whether the giant spider or the small spiders, the swarms, as well as the Ettercap near you. And this space is quiet except for the skulls sort of jangling around off the rope and string hanging them from the ceiling. I think this is a good spot to take our break. Let's take a 5-minute break, 6-minute break or so, and we'll come back at 9:33. You are able to remove the webbing from around your legs and sort of like scour it from the decking around you. You are no longer restrained, and the remaining webbing on the ground, after about a minute or so, sort of loses. It oxidizes and it loses whatever stickiness it had to it in such a way that you are no longer stuck to the ground. So no issues extricating yourself from this material.
Nasty creatures, Riku says.
Hey, Vincent, you wanna press and digitize some of this webbing off my pants? I feel dirty.
Of course. I do so.
Yeah, and you clean the pantaloons of whoever you wish.
I would do everybody just because.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa! I can do it myself.
Yeah.
It'd be rude not to.
Vincent's like bending down in front of you, like about to go like touch your trousers all over.
No.
Uh, fellas, can we try to be a little quieter this time?
What do you mean?
You got it, boss.
Oh,
Then
jeez.
Sir Venom trips over his own feet and just like face plants on the floor, making a loud boom.
All right, let's
Take a look around.
do this. I
That's
mean,
got to be everything, right?
this is
Riku
like
says.
a room full of garbage.
Yeah, let's. I want to take a close look at these skulls. Are they just like decorative, like ornamental skulls? Do they look like they're part of some type of like arcane ritual that are meant to like summon demon spiders?
Yeah, give it a. Do you want a religion check, an arcana check? What are you thinking?
Let's see. I have the same for both of them, so let's do religion.
All right.
I know cleric
Vincent.
that kind of fits. Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty good. We'll get to that in a moment. I did roll for something. Vincent, as you watch Sir Venom going over to the skulls, you yourself suddenly receive a vision, maybe? Like it's a small little vision. It's almost sensation and feeling, but you see the silhouette of a creature. Can't tell how large, how small, some sort of squid-like creature potentially floating through a dark space, but you see small pricks of light behind it, and it's almost like the sky. And you see this creature and you can feel its terror, and you know that it's fleeing something in this moment that is provided to you in this sort of like vision, but it's more feeling than it is anything else. It's partially visual, it's partially emotion, and it's brief. It's a small sensation, and with it comes that buzzing in your head, and your head kind of hurts for a moment, but it doesn't last. It doesn't hurt, remove any HP or anything. The as you're holding your head for a moment, the 23 for the religion check, Sir Venom, that you notice a few things in particular here, and let me just double check this because I want to make sure I give you the right pieces of information. The altar. As you begin to look at the skulls, you notice, you see your eyes pass over the spiders' bodies once more. You notice the skulls, you look over at the altar, which you see some of the mud on it. As you push it away, the mud in particular on the altar, you see very clearly a symbol that surprises you, but it is one that is familiar. It is of a spider, and let me just provide this to you in the chat. It is of a spider, but a star, a 8-pointed star within a spider's legs. He recognizes this as the symbol of Lolth, the queen of spiders, goddess of the drow.
I like spiders.
Yeah, dude. Well, ravens eat spiders for fucking breakfast. So this bitch ain't got nothing on us.
What about squids?
Oh, I don't.
So, Venom,
Ravens
what do you
don't
know?
usually run it. You don't usually run into squids in our natural habitats. But so all right. So, goddess of the drow. What's Are the drow? They're the ones who are like the elves that are native to the Underdark or something.
Yeah, that's right. They are elves who, and this is something that you would know from that religion check as well, that they are cursed elves in a certain fashion, cursed to live underground, sensitive to sunlight, due to their alignment and reverence of Lolth herself.
Okay. Do they have any like pre-existing relationship with like the Shadowfell and the Raven Queen?
None particular. In the great cosmic tussle of the gods, you would say that the Raven Queen is probably a bit more neutral than anything else. She seeks to collect memories, whereas Lolth is decidedly evil and wishes to collect the souls of those who oppose her. Lolth is sometimes referred to as a demon. her lair is technically within the abyss, but she's also a god because of the way in which she's revered by a large number of particularly drow, but also other humanoids across the material plane.
Okay. And was this can I figure out what the altar is used for? Like, is it just for worship, or is it like, does it have like a mechanical function to like perform some sort of ceremony to summon things or other nefarious ends?
Make an investigation check at advantage, partially because of your knowledge of Lolth and partially because you wiped away the mud to be able to see the symbol.
19.
Yeah, you think that a spider would be sacrificed along with some sort of humanoid blood, and the combination of the two will open up the altar to some sort of compartment on the inside, because you can see the seams where you believe that it opens up. You do see the staining as well of, there's the symbol of the spider Lolth goddess herself, but then there's like a little spider symbol on one side and a stick figure human on another side.
Okay. Is that the only writing that's on there?
Yes.
Okay. So I turned back to the boys, like, there's a secret compartment in this altar, but we'd have to sacrifice a human and a spider to open it up.
Whoa!
Unless we can think of, some other way to open
Man,
it
that
up.
sounds like some dark stuff.
But plausible.
Oh, I don't think I have my my stone spell prepared anymore. Damn it.
You need to pick a lane, man. Are you a pirate or are you a demon sacrificing guy?
Hey, I'm just passing along the information. I have no plans to sacrifice anyone on this altar.
I know, I'm just kidding. Funny what we get ourselves into, isn't it?
But maybe Axel, you're awfully strong. Maybe we you stick a dagger or crowbar or something. Maybe you can just brute force it open.
Yeah. Does anybody have a crowbar?
Good
Actually,
question.
think I do.
Maybe.
One of the ultimate adventuring tools,
I'm-
the
I'm
crowbar.
pretty sure I have
I
a
have,
thieves.
Oh, I
Ooh,
got
I
a,
have,
I got
I
a
have a
crowbar.
portable ram. You could ram it open.
I got a crowbar.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a strength check, Axel.
All right. Strength. Ooh, 23.
Yeah, and you take the crowbar and you place the long end down into the spot where Sir Venom points out to you. You actually take the flat of your axe and you on it, so you actually get the crowbar down in there a little bit, and you crank it right open. And on the inside is a small pouch.
Okay. We got a
Nice.
small pouch.
No sacrifice needed.
Right? Do
What's
you
in the pouch?
do you want to open it up?
Sure. What's in the
Uh,
pouch?
There are 10 small rubies inside this pouch.
Some
Nice.
rubies. Okay.
Hey, we got something.
Someone's stashed.
Who's got the bag of holding?
I do.
All right. Here, pouch of 10 rubies.
10 small rupees.
10. You got that? You got that inventory there, Riku? In the books?
I'll add it now.
All right. Make sure you put a note where you found it.
I don't know about that one.
Well, just there's a note section. Just put boat, ghost ship, or whatever.
Even spider rubies.
Yeah.
It says rubies are 5,000 gold.
Well,
And that's the explicit section where you found it.
ooh, explicit swear words.
Don't have the. These rubies aren't worth 5,000, are they?
No, it's that's worth a little bit less than 5,000. The other thing, as you look around, and a few of you would be able to see this because your passive perceptions are pretty good, you notice that there is a ship ledger sticking up out of the debris.
Let's read it.
Okay.
Pick it up and start going through the pages.
So first and foremost, there's a name that you recognize. on the first page as you open it up, and it says Ship's Commission, Elmin Vane. This would be the name of the ancient elf that resides within Waterdeep, who supposedly owes a great debt to the city and lost his fortune somehow at sea. So it's Elmin Vane's vessel. Emperor of the Waves ended up
Wait, what?
off course during a terrible storm. And this is in the captain's handwriting as you read towards the end of the book. It was running low on food and drinkable water. The ship was forced to drop anchor off of an uncharted island. Last entry describes an attack by undead forces. And then that's it.
No, I think we know what happened to them.
This is the guy from back home.
Well, now we know that that guy from back home is involved with some sketchy shit.
Huh.
They lost all his money somehow. And you know what that means? Riku says, the rest of it is here. We should keep going.
Oh.
Thought you were scared of spiders.
I'm not scared of money.
So we going down?
We're going down.
All right. I will bring you over to the next map over here. And as you descend further into the vessel, you come into a room that is clearly a galley. The door looks damaged and held shut by rusty spikes from your side. Judging from the stove along the wall of this room, this was once a galley. Now the area is cluttered with bones and debris. Badly damaged metal knives and other cookware hang from the hooks in the ceiling, while the choking stench of rotting flesh fills the air. A stairway leads up near the stern. Tiny spiders crawl over everything.
I
So
don't like this, Riku.
that door is it's sealed shut from our side.
Yes.
Meaning there's something bad on the other side.
Let's have a
Does it
listen.
have
looks-
does it have a keyhole?
It does not have a keyhole, hence why it was like sort of barred shut on this side.
So there's no openings of any type that perhaps an arcane eye could slip through.
That's a fair question. How big of an area does the arcane eye need to be able to slip through?
1 inch in diameter.
It would be able to slip under the door.
All right, so I am going to summon up my arcane eye
Why didn't
Okay.
we lead with this? Riku says.
because I forgot I had that spell until right now. And I'll have the eye go scout what's on the other side of the door.
All right. Let me just open that up for you.
You know, I thought of this at the beginning, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I have like between the Raven Familiar and the Arcane Eye, and being able to fly, like we have so many scouting possibilities.
I just don't want to tell people how to play, you know. I think
You
it's more
can-
fun for what happened at, you know.
Yeah, you can always I have like too many spells to keep track of, so feel free to recommend things.
The only one I did recommend though was the taking the water out by your water control spell. I thought that would be fun.
Yeah, like anyone has any uses for that spell, definitely bring it up because I love using that spell.
Oh my goodness, what is that?
So the
It's on this
arcane
one.
eye slips through to the other side, and as it does so, you're confronted with quite the sight. And I will show you some of this. There is a half-orc beyond, surrounded by some sort of creature and spiders all about. He is in the middle of some sort of arcane circle. The floor of this chamber is covered with runes written in blood. A circle has been carved into the floor's wooden planks, and spiderwebs cover the walls and ceiling. 2 humanoid-sized bundles attached to the ceiling writhe as hundreds of tiny spiders swarm over them. In addition to this figure, there are 2 giant spiders and what appears to be a spider that sort of seems there but not there. Not ethereal, not ghost-like, but almost in the same sort of way that a like a like a displacer beast moves. Sort of there but not there simultaneously. It phases about.
A displacer spider.
Hmm.
Can I do something?
If Sir Venom describes this to you, you may.
I was gonna say.
I would describe this to everyone.
Oh.
Very, very
That does-
quietly.
That sounds like quite the scene in there. Some sinister shit is happening. And there's no other way for us to access this room besides like through this door that we know of.
Oh, sorry. Let me should reveal a little bit more. The arcane eye can see beyond to this far, roughly. You can see that it goes back further, all the way back to one edge of the ship there. That there's a hallway. There's a ladder at the end of the hallway. There's a trap door that you believe probably goes down to the hold, and then there's a ladder as well.
Ooh, maybe we can like pincer attack these guys. Can I have the arcane eye like continue on and scout to see, make sure like the way is clear on the other side of them? See if there's like another ambush waiting for us.
Yeah, definitely. As you do so, and I'm
Smart
gonna
thinking.
pull this up. The arcane eye is invisible, right?
It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Perfect. There's going to be a number of things that it sees. This space, and I will place creatures as they fit. If you give me a moment.
Seems like-
There are several awful looking creatures, in particular in the far back room, all the way on the other side of the ship. Do I have those?
Feels like Kool-Aid Manning through this door and then starting the fight that way is probably going to be the way, since going around, there's other things between them and us.
Does anybody have a grenade?
I wanna.
And fireball.
If we barge in there, I wanna shoot the 2 bodies hanging like down. You know, like shoot the detach.
Try to save them.
Yeah, like I'll use 2 arrows to like poo and try to like have them fall to the ground, like break their connection. You know.
Ooh, okay. That's a
I'm also
cool idea.
thinking these guys probably can't breathe underwater, but we can. So if I like, I'm thinking if I raise the water up, would that flood the ship?
You could flood the ship with the water. Yes.
That might not be a terrible idea.
Oh.
I'd float that idea to the boys.
I think it could be like the get out of
What if we want to?
a panic
What if we
button.
do this? Riku says we'll do the 1, 2, 3 punch combo. So we'll have Axel bust open the door,
Yeah, if we plan the attack, can we like do our own like or
like have
you
a
know
surprise
initiative,
round potentially.
like initiative, like
Wow, those things look cool as hell. Whatever those are.
Like- 1, 2, 3 type thing.
You see 4 of those in that room in particular. They are thick webbing chokes that room, partially covering strung up bones, shriveled limbs of humanoids and animals, other gruesome remains. 4 human-sized bundles hang within the mass of webbing, a little less than 10 feet into the room, while small spiders scurry everywhere. There is also, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything else, which I think I didn't. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's not true. There's a spider's nest in general in the in-between corridor there, and there are 2 giant wolf spiders, an ettercap, and a lot of swarms of spiders in that area as well. So let me just place those as well. And so there's an ettercap in here. There's more spiders up here. And then there's swarms.
Riku, does your destructive wave go through like walls and floors?
I'm not sure.
Because if you went on like the second floor, you could hit like this whole group with a destructive wave potentially.
I think I have other plans in mind.
And so this is all being described to you by Sir Venom as what he sees with the arcane eye. The maw demons, those demon-like creatures, and you recognize them, Sir Venom. You know what a maw demon is. Those are restrained in the same way that you were by the webbing, except these are restrained on the ceiling.
Okay.
I'm thinking, like what I was saying before is going back the other way, coming the other direction. That's a no-go. We come in this fucking door, and what we should do is we should have Axel like bang it open, and as soon as he bangs it open, then I fire off like a big spell, and then Vincent can do his thing with the bow if he wants and try to shoot down the people. But depending what spell I use, they might just get blown up anyway. But
Yeah.
As
I
you
think
guys are
that's probably-
sitting here discussing this, can I just get a stealth check from everybody, please?
Oh, I got caught.
Okay. And let me just switch to something briefly.
I need to really start remembering to telepathic bond us before we go into these places.
Yeah, every single one of you except for Axel has been heard as you're whispering. And a voice from the other side of the door goes, "What? Who goes there?"
Axel
bargain.
busted open, Riku says.
Quick.
Axel motions for the ram, portable ram.
I hand him the
Vincent
portable ram.
draws-
All right.
Vincent draws his bow and gets ready to shoot.
Oh wait, I don't need to because it just automatically opens because it's barred on our side, so we don't even. It'll just open.
I'll ram it anyways.
All right, yeah. I'll go. Oh, let's make this theatrical. I'm
Yeah.
gonna smash it open.
Riku's
Go
ready
ahead
to
and,
fireball for when he opens.
Let me just
Vincent
check the
draws his
portable
bow.
ram.
So you gain advantage on the check because I'll help you with it, and you get a +4 bonus to the strength check.
Oh my god. All right, this door might go flying and hit this guy.
So it's just regular
Let's,
strength, or
yeah.
okay,
Just a regular
Alright,
strength check on that.
with advantage.
with advantage. Advantage. +4 is 24 if my calculations are correct.
Okay, please roll 2d6.
2d6.
This is going to be
D6.
bludgeoning damage from the door.
2. 11.
Okay, so you hit it in the right spot and you send it flying. The hinges, the rusted hinges sort of snap and break. The door flattens this guy and he is prone and he's going to take 11 damage from that. That being said, please roll. Please roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Oh,
And I'm going to have to add some creatures in.
Let's rock.
nat 20, Axel,
Just-
that initiative roll.
Don't go too far, Axel.
What about this prone? You want me to go to the prone guy, or you want me to go to one of these
Yeah,
spiders?
yeah, I'm just saying, like, don't go too deep in there. Is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Axel, you do get to go first.
Yeah. So I'm guessing I should go for the guy that's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For this bonus action rage, because I think we're gonna need it, and then go for the first attack on prone guy, and I don't even need to use reckless because I already get advantage because he's on the ground.
Yep.
Come on, big money. Oh, and it's Great Weapon Master.
Yeah. Let's see it.
A 27 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, and then do the damage. So 2 for the rage, and then 10, so 29, and then we're gonna sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Okay.
13, so 29 plus 13. 42, and then we're gonna go for the second attack. For a 23. Assume that's a hit.
Yep.
So plus 2 plus 10 is 28. 28.
All right. So the first amount of damage was how much? 20,
Uh,
it's
for-
29?
For 29 plus 13, so it was 42. And then 28 for the second one. Wait,
Okay.
28. Yeah, 28 for the second one. So
Okay.
42 plus 28.
And as he's pushing the door off of himself, he begins to see you rushing forward. Go ahead and describe your attacks.
Well, the door busts open. I drop the ram. I charge in, pull out my axe, and we go for a slice across the chest, and then we're making an X on his chest. Like
Okay.
we're slashing one way and then slashing the other way, and he's got a big old like X from all the slashing.
Gotcha. And your axe actually gets stuck into him on the second of the attacks, and you can see that he is in really, really, really bad shape. In fact, you think he's dying. You think you're about to kill him, and he grabs the axe haft and brings himself up closer to you, and he pushes over the altar to his right here, because there's a little bit of an altar here, and within that altar, as he pushes it over, he grabs a black obsidian stone that is all too familiar to all of you. But this one is roughly the size of, it's a half a foot long. It's almost like a cup. And he says, "Release the Kraken," and smashes it on your head. And as he does so, let me just make an attack for that. It's not going to hit you, but he throws the black obsidian stone, and as he throws it, it actually goes out the broken portion of the wall here into the water.
Damn.
And he dies.
Oh.
But he released a Kraken?
He said, "Release the
like it.
Kraken," grabbed the obsidian, drew himself closer to you to try to hit you with like the black stone, but it actually flew into the water.
Huh.
The black stone.
As
get
that
it.
happens, each of you has a vision simultaneously of a creature landing on an island on top of a black obsidian spire, very similar to the same ones that you've seen before. Squid-like, enormous creature. And it flails, injured and wounded, off the island that's no larger than, I don't know, your ship itself, into the water, slithering painfully into the depths. And you're all back in combat. Axel, is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
Well, that guy's dead. I guess for the rest of my movement, I'm gonna shuffle over, so I'm in the spider's face, and that's right on my turn.
Gotcha. It is the pet phase spider's turn. It will move directly up to you, attempt to bite you, and it will fail to do so. And then, yeah, it will stay there. Go ahead, Riku. What would you like to do?
Uh, well, it's a loaded question. Let's see.
Is it?
I had a little bit of a plan, but might not be as effective now. I mean, it can't hurt. I guess I'll move up a little bit here, and with my helmet, I want to cast a wall of fire.
Ooh. All right. Where would you like to cast it?
I would like to cast it. Like, I think I want to basically like put it up this wall, like sort of blocking this guy over here. It's 1 foot thick.
Okay.
I want to put it like up here, and then also like going across this door.
Ah,
I don't-
gotcha.
So I don't want it to be like it's full. Like, I'm not going to be using the full size of it, but just enough to like block out the spiders. Like,
Okay.
yeah, the one there, and then in the doorway here.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Damn. Can he do that?
Uh,
Yeah, can you?
I can change the shape. Yeah,
I'm just like, can he do that? Like,
that's it, because it doesn't say that it has to be in a, like a straight line.
Riku has mastered fire.
Cool.
So when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dex save. On a failed save, a creature takes 5d8 fire damage or half as much damage on a successful save.
Actually, I don't think you can do that.
No?
Now that you said, I think the wall has to either be up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick in a line, or a ringed wall. Because
Or
it specifies, it specifies ringed wall versus just like a wall. 60 feet. Hold
Well,
on.
then how about we do the straight wall like this?
Let's see. Yeah, we can totally do that. Like that, basically.
Bingo.
Cool.
And that should still hit these two fellers
Yes.
when I put it up.
Yep.
Okay, and then one side of the wall selected by you cast a spell. So basically the idea is this side of the wall bad, this side good, and yeah, things will be affected as they approach the wall. Is the way it works. So let me roll that damage. They have to do Dex 18.
Oh, okay. Dang.
But they're spiders, so they're good at Dex, I assume.
Yeah, they're
They got all
pretty
those legs.
Dexy. Oh, that's actually okay. So that's a save for one of them, and that's a fail for the other. Oh, sorry, I meant to show that to you guys. It was a 18 and a 3 natural rolls. So the closer one is going to fail. And how much damage is that total?
22 on a fail, 11 on
Gotcha.
a save.
Yeah, so the first spider is dead, and the second one is, pretty rough.
Okay. So am I concentrating on this because I use my helmet, but it doesn't matter. I'm still concentrating, right?
Yeah, that's still a concentration spell.
Okay. So I think and things take damage the first time they're within 10 feet, and then also if they end their turn within 10 feet.
Yes.
Okay. And another question, is this burning the ship?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a question you ask before you do it.
Yeah, the ship is on fire. Is itself on fire? You know, catching on fire across that section, and it's both
Okay.
from floor to ceiling, wall to wall.
Okay, well I could turn it off, and the only fire that'll be left is what I started. But for now,
Anything else?
the wall of fire is up.
Anything else you want to do on your turn, Riku? Or are you good?
I think I'm good there.
All right. Vincent.
Can I see those hanging bodies?
You can, and it's only now that you notice that as Riku does this, one of them is engulfed in the fire and it stops twitching. One of them is twitching vigorously as it can hear the shuffle of noise, the shouts, the call of "Release the Kraken."
Yeah, I want to shoot at like above its feet with like a snipe shot to try to shoot it down.
Okay.
Only an 11.
Uh sorry, are you using a like
I want
a
just an arrow.
okay.
So
Yeah,
the
so
snipe shot.
a 16 would hit, an 11 would not, however.
Mm,
So in this
that's fine.
instance, yeah, you miss.
So I'm gonna use my redirect and try to the spider. Is there another spider?
Yeah, there's two live spiders in there that you could hit.
Yeah, so I'll just redirect it to that.
And which of the two
So
spiders would you like to hit?
um the blue one?
Okay. And that is going to be a hit.
Mm, So 21.
Okay. That spider's bloodied. It looks quite hurt as your arrow sort of loops around and zoop right into it.
Alright, and then I'm gonna do a snipe shot at the hanging body again. Try
Okay.
again. Oh, burn that one.
And that is a miss. Can you redirect again or?
No, I can only do that once per turn, but I'm gonna do lucky roll. I got
All right.
3. So we'll burn one. Oh my god.
It's going to be a 12, right?
Yeah.
That actually hits. That's what you needed.
Alright.
And the body
So
falls to the
20
floor,
damage.
and it continues to thrash around in the webbing, and you begin to see a halfling's face emerge from the webbing, and he says, "He who calls from the deep calls me forth. He who calls from the deep wishes for aid. He who calls from the deep," and he's like chanting almost as he's saying this, and you can see this glazed over look on his face as he's saying this to you.
Um uh what What is the is there what's the creature out there? Vincent would ask him.
And he's just chanting over and over, "He who calls from the deep," and then he's saying like something else every single time that's different. He who calls from the deep is injured. He who calls from the deep flees from the great beyond. He who calls from the deep has passed the astral sea for a new version of it.
All right. Yeah. That's all I got, I guess.
Okay. End of your turn. For the Eder cap, which begins to run towards the fire, it's going to take the fire damage. You said that was 22?
Should I roll it again?
Yeah, you can roll it again. And it's a dexterity save, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's saved. So it begins to get close and then gets too hot, but it is going to take some damage.
Half of that.
Okay. And it will retreat. And you can hear it chittering as you see it run close on the other side. Many of the other spiders begin to retreat on that side. That brings us over to Sir Venom. What would you like to do?
Let's see. How far is the fire like progressing across the ship?
Not
how
that far yet.
How like quickly is the ship like going up in flames?
Yeah, the planks in and around where the wall of fire, that's like a 1 foot thick wall, are all on fire themselves, and the planks like within a foot of the edge of the wall of fire are smoking, but they are yet to catch fire.
The only thing I'm really concerned about, it looked like that magic orc guy had a cool like wand or staff or something that Sir Venom kind of wants, and he doesn't want it to burn up.
In terms of what this half orc had, it looked to be just a regular quarterstaff.
Okay, nothing like magical or special about it.
Not from what you could tell. It just appeared to be a wooden quarterstaff, is what you believe.
Well, with that wall of fire up, he feels safe, so he's gonna run up. He's gonna loot the dead body.
Okay. The wall of fire, does it hurt friends, Riku?
It doesn't hurt on this side, only the other side.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you're able to grab the quarterstaff. Give me a investigation check at disadvantage.
I'm gonna session inspiration that one. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you don't find anything beyond just the quarterstaff.
That guy was so intimidating looking, and he didn't have shit on him. I'm assuming that was my my action.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I will disattach this guy. I will 4th level spell slot. Empower Umbra to go after. Is it that spider? Is that the one that Vincent hit? That was bloodied.
Yes.
All right, so I'll go after him.
Or sorry, it was this one.
All right, I'll go after him. $29 to hit.
Yes, that's a hit.
13 damage.
That ends up killing the phase spider.
Ooh, so the parrot like squawks and just like uses talons to like rip up the spider's face and eyes and kills it.
Done. And as you're in this room and the parrot's doing this, you can hear the halfling chanting more and more and more, almost in a frenzied state.
And then I'll use the rest of my movement to get on the other side of this spider So Axel will have advantage on his next turn.
Okay. Full turn?
Full turn.
Sweet. As you are doing things in this room, you can see lots of movement of spiders in different areas over on the other side. You can sort of see silhouettes, but you can't make out too much more other than movement. And you can sort of hear scuttling and spider language, if you will. Axel, your speak with animals, which I believe is always up, basically says, "Get up, go, up and around." You can make out that much.
Oh.
As the halfling is still chanting over and over, I need Axel, Sir Venom to both make dexterity saving throws, please.
Do I get danger sense on this one?
You don't see it coming.
Okay. 11.
Okay. An enormous tentacled arm shoots out of the water, grapples the halfling, and then drags him down and under.
Oh shit!
Where did that
And
guy
he
even
is
come
gone.
from?
He was in the wrapped up spiderweb stuff.
He was one of the
Oh,
sacrificed people
Gotcha. All
being
right.
used for the ritual.
It's like, where's that was my the beginning of my turn was gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy?
But yeah, he just got grabbed by a tentacle and dropped underwater. That being said, the tentacle was enormous. It squished the spider in front of you to do so. It was like jumped up through the gap in the wall here, smushed the spider, grabbed the guy, and then dragged this over the side and dragged the halfling underwater. It did smack both. It attempted to smack you both as well in the process. Axel, you did get hit. You are going to take. You're going to end up taking. Let's see. How much damage is that going to be? That is going to be 19 points of damage.
So,
Oh damn!
Oh, sorry, I rolled the wrong one. That's my bad.
oh,
23 points of
Mm.
damage.
That's even worse.
okay.
Plus
So
10. Oh.
21, 23 divided by 2. So it's like 12 something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was the tentacle long enough that it went through the wall of fire?
No, it did not. It,
was-
it went up to like where the dead half
Was
orc
that
is.
the like Kraken guy's turn?
It was an environmental turn.
Oh, okay. So I can't uncanny dodge it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That being said, the Kraken is now in play, and I will roll initiative for it. It just got a 19.
Wow.
So we will start back at the top of the turn order with Axel. What would you like to do?
Well, I'll let the fellas know that the spiders, I heard the spiders are chatting it up and they said they were coming the other way. So I guess they're.
Well, at least we have we're safe to face this direction now. Let's work our way back up the other way.
So we go back.
Yep. We'll leave the wall up so we know that they can't come from behind.
Okay. That's like yep.
Well, they can come, but they will take damage
So
if they
10 to
go that
there.
way. It'll cost them.
So this will take me 25 to get to here.
We reposition.
Yeah. All right. So and then 25 to get there, and another 5. So 30 to go up the stairs. Which does that take me?
That takes you over to here.
All right. So okay, and then if I want to get to here, so that's 40. To get to here. So should I use 40? 40.
Yep.
Wait, so I have 50 feet.
Yep.
So How many did I use? 40? And
Yeah, I think you'd used 40 for that.
okay. Uh, so that's my 50. Then, let's use the. We're still raging, right?
Yes.
They're gonna think you like teleported.
Well, we use a bonus action. Well, bonus action dash. Well, use cunning action, bonus action dash. To get another. So that takes me to 40. Okay. So boom. So I'll open this door.
All right. And when you open which door?
The one I'm like at. There's a door here, right?
Oh yeah, or it was yeah, there is actually. There is a door there. And when you open that, you immediately see several spiders and an ettercap, as well as swarms of spiders coming up the stairs.
Okay. I gotta keep this rage going.
As a madman.
Throw a rock at him.
So I got 10 more, and that's all I need to get up in this guy's shit.
Go for it.
Yeah, and let's make our first attack.
Yeah.
Recklessly and with Great Weapon Master, even though these things are pretty. These things. Have we determined if these things have a high. Has anybody been one shot in these things?
I think Riku took him down with like a 20 or a 21.
Yeah. The swarms themselves have a little over 20.
You know what? I think someone hit him with like a 12, so we'll recklessly attack him anyway.
Gotcha.
And Great Weapon Master him. And all that fun stuff. 19. So that's
Definitely
gonna hit for 22 damage to that to the one. I attacked this guy.
Yeah, he is dead.
All right. Am I close? Can I attack the other one too?
Yeah, you're within reach of both.
All right. So Great Weapon Master, reckless attack. I think that's enough.
Yep.
Then that one that's got the same HP is dead.
Yes, it is. And with a large sweeping motion of your axe twice, you send large numbers of small spiders skittering every which way and getting blasted or slashed to bits as you do this.
And where is the stair? Is the staircase this mess right here?
Yes, there's a
All right.
staircase down right there.
Just keep my eye on the staircase, waiting for him to come up and end my turn.
Gotcha. And that spider's dead. That brings us around to the Kraken. It's going to act as an environmental turn. It will use, let's see. There will be a lightning storm on the top of the deck. There are 3 bolts of lightning that blast into the deck and through the decking down towards where all of you are, except for Axel. I would ask that. Let's see.
The Kraken can summon lightning storms?
Yes, it can. I would ask for you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
This is where that rain came from before.
Yeah, this Kraken's a witch.
And I need one from
Does
Vincent as well.
everybody? What is it? Dex?
Dexterity saving throw. Vincent, that is a save. You were the only one who saved. That's exactly what you needed. This is 4d10 lightning damage.
What,
Vincent,
23 is what you needed to save?
yes. Vincent, you'll take only 12 points of damage from this, as you were all hit with lightning. That being said, everything else there is dead. All of these other creatures are also going to take 23 lightning damage. Actually, no, it's not. No, it is. Actually, Axel, I need you to make a save as well. It's 120 feet.
Oh, what was deck save?
Yep.
24 and
I don't with a
it's-
+2. I don't think you can even possibly save.
Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be 23 points of
23.
damage.
So another 12.
And that will be. Is that its full turn? Yes, that's its full turn. Axel, you hear lots of skittering stop down below. It will be Riku, your turn. What would you like to do?
Uh, I'm gonna drop the wall of fire.
Okay.
And, let's see.
You see a lot of dead spiders down the corridor, smoking from the lightning.
Are any of them alive?
The Ettercap is alive, but it is over here at this point. The spider's dead. You see that the maw demons in the other room are prone on the ground and picking themselves up, no longer restrained as their webbing was destroyed.
These guys are alive though.
No, these two are also dead. Sorry.
Guess I'd let's see. Back. I guess I bonus action so then my speed is doubled. I can move
Okay.
6. Click on my boots. 20, I'd catch up to this guy. I start swinging my sword.
Go ahead.
$19.
Yes, that's a hit.
It's not a undead creature, correct?
Correct.
But I'll also take a 1d6 fire damage to go along with it.
Your first attack is actually going to kill it. How would you like to do this?
Riku, in the blink of an eye, just runs by, and then just as soon as he sees the creature, just slashes up. Continues moving.
Okay.
Am I like going up the stairs to meet where Axel is now?
Yeah, that's exactly where that leads.
Okay. Just see Riku's head pop up. I say, "Oh, it's you."
Huh.
And then he turn around and say, "I guess we're going back the other way." And so I probably have another like 10 or 15 movements. I'll just like go back here.
Okay.
Let the boys know that Axel's up the stairs. That there's these creepy looking things in this room.
All right. All good?
Yep.
All right. That will bring us to Vincent. What would you like to do?
Shoot some people. Run up and get a better vantage point.
Okay.
Oop, not that good. Boom. Are all those are all done. What do we got? Just those 4 goons at the very front now?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Plus the
Alright.
Kraken that we can't even see.
Alright, yeah, well, let's get rid of these things first. Alright, so I'll shoot at one with a snipe shot.
Okay.
Team.
Sorry, what was the number?
So 14.
14. That is a hit.
That's a 1. I will re-roll that. To a 26.
Damn.
Nice. That is going to. It does not kill the first one, but it
Oh,
heavily, heavily injures it. It is more than bloodied.
then we'll finish it off. Regular shot put out of its misery. 27 to hit,
Got the hit,
10 damage.
and it is now dead.
Alright. That'll charge up one of my bow gems.
And was it this first one that you saw?
Yeah.
Okay. And one charge for the memory lance.
And then I'm gonna think that we need to get back upstairs to fight a Kraken. So that's it.
You can
They
get
move full.
somewhat upstairs if you want.
I used a little bit to get up the sea. Oh yeah, I'll retreat a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I'll be able to get up there next time.
Okay. Let's see. That's going to bring us to the Eder cap up top. It will move forward. Oops. Is that not visible to you?
Yeah, we
Sorry,
can't
there
see
should
him. Oh,
that
okay.
should
That,
that should have been visible to you. That's my bad. So that one will move towards you, and it will attack with its. It'll make a claw attack first. That's going to be a miss. It'll take a bite attack. That's also a miss. So that'll be its turn. The giant spider will do the same. It'll move into. Oh man, I'm sorry. I thought you could see these. I had them doubled up so it looked like they were just normal to me. Let's see. This giant spider will also take a bite attack against you. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
yep.
And go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for that.
17.
That's a success. So you're only going to take five poison damage from the bite, and then 8 piercing damage.
So, what's the total?
13.
13. All right. 13.
Divided
Is
by
that with
2.
the halved or?
Having it would bring it to 7.
Okay. And then what if I wanted to have it again with uncanny dodge? It's like
That would be 4.
okay.
Bringing 17 damage down to 4.
All right.
Cool. Those are their turns. That brings us to Sir Venom. What would you like to do?
Let's see. This is a like a hole in the side, right? Like big enough for me to get through.
Yeah.
All right, so I will start going up to the deck. So I guess 15 feet out, and that brings me what, like to here?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Here, let me open that up so you can see it. That's my bad. Let's see. Let me cut that open for you.
And then, can I, like, if I look down at the water, do I see the Kraken?
What is your passive perception?
22.
You can see an enormous shadow moving under the ship. Yes.
Okay. Huh. What to do about that? So I guess I'll go I'll go like 5 feet, so I'm over the deck, and then 10 feet straight up, so I'm in the air. Just so if I fall, I don't fall into the water.
Okay.
And then I'll use my action to summon my Celestial Raven Warrior friend right next to me.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the ranged version. And let's see, and I'll point to like the shadow below, to like point out the Kraken, because no way this guy's got the same passive perception I do. And I will have it take a couple of radiant bow attacks at the Kraken. How does that work with like attacking underwater?
It will get disadvantage technically.
Okay. So let's see. My spell attack modifier to hit. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. So here's the first attack. 19.
A 19 is a hit.
Oh, gotta roll the disadvantage.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, it could have been a crit, but it was disadvantage, so it's just a 19. Damn it. That's disappointing. All right, so 2d6 plus 7. So 14 radiant damage for its first attack. On 15 to hit for the second attack.
That's a miss.
Okay. And it's healing touch. I think that takes an action. All right, so
But just to
that's
be
it
clear,
for
how much total damage was that? It was 7 plus.
7 plus 7, so
Gotcha.
14 total.
Okay.
That's it for him, and then I can have my birdie go 30 feet. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'll move it 20 feet. So I'll have him, see, 10 feet outside, and then I'll just have it start going into the water, so 10 feet down, trying to get
Okay.
closer to the Kraken.
Okay. Let's put it over here and we'll put it 10 feet down. It's probably still 10, 20, 30 feet away, a little unsure just of how deep it is, just because you've not seen this creature out of the water, you're not sure of the size.
Okay. I'll have it just move in that direction until it gets close enough to start pecking at him.
Yeah, that's not going to be this turn though.
Okay.
All
And
right.
that was my action. That was my bonus action. That was everything.
Cool. That means that we have come to the Maw Demons. And as they stand up, they will have to have half their movement. There are 3 of them left. They can move 15 feet. And they're going to start making a beeline straight for Riku. 5, 10, 15. This one is actually going to be able to attack you, Riku. The others, however, are just short of where they would like to be. This one will be just about here. And as they come up short, this one that is going to attack you will do so with a bite attack of its distended, sort of odd-looking sideways head. Does 19 hit?
Oh yeah.
That's going to be for 7 points of piercing damage.
7.
Yeah.
Ow.
Sorry, 9 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
I was gonna say why 7?
Look,
I don't know why I
just
subtracted the 2
taking
there.
your 7.
In terms of
Rico yells, "Something bit me!"
that brings us to the top of the round, and back to Axel.
Yes. Axel suddenly sees these creatures appear before him, and goes. Let's go with the purple guy first.
Mhm.
Recklessly and great weapon mastery for 25 to hit. So 27.
Yeah.
27. Let's put a little sneak on that. For another 11. So we're at 30.
How would you like to do this?
Oh. Well, he thought he was surprising me, but I surprised him with a sneak attack and just cut him up real good. Then he died.
Yeah, those spindly little limbs are lopped off without issue.
Yeah. Okay, so that was only my first attack, right?
Yes.
So then we'll go for this big ass spider on attack number 2 with a great weapon master and reckless attack. 14.
That's a hit.
Oh, that's a hit. 20, another 27.
It had 26 HP. Go ahead and describe your kill.
Right down the middle slice. That spider's pissing me off, and I just right down the middle smash it in the head.
Go.
And the viscera and spider guts go everywhere across the deck, splayed out, cut in half.
Okay.
There are no more spiders at this point. Just as a heads
But
up, there are
these-
those 3 maw demons.
Yeah, let me see how much movement it's gonna. So it'd take me 5. That's 5. So I can get to. I think I'm gonna go use my bonus. Okay, so I'll use my movement to get to here, and then with my bonus action, because I killed those other fellas, I'm gonna use an attack on the one closest to Riku. And great weapon master, reckless attack him.
Okay.
Oh, almost. 26
That's a hit.
for. Guess what? 27 damage.
Wow.
So this one in front of Riku is dead at this point.
My hero.
And is there anything else you can do on your turn?
No, that's it. End my turn.
Okay. The Kraken, and you can see this with your passive perception, Sir Venom, actually descends into the depths and you lose sight of it momentarily. The sort of dark outline that you saw of the creature disappears. It's going to be its full turn. That will bring us around to Riku and then Vincent and Sir Venom.
Riku's turn?
Yep.
Riku steps here. Riku swings sword.
Gotcha.
27.
That's a hit.
13 plus 6 fire. So 13 radiant and 1 fire damage.
Okay.
And
The Fire damage does not hurt it in this instance. Everything else does,
Oh.
however.
Sad. Okay. Riku, swing again. $18?
Yeah, that hurts it as well.
All right. I won't bother rolling the fire damage.
No, you should roll the fire damage, actually.
Okay.
It's just one fire damage won't hurt it.
Another one.
I'll say that between the
Damn.
two, you do get 1 point of fire damage against it.
Yeah. Okay. Riku's starting to put it together.
Gotcha. It does have 7 hit points left.
Yeah. Okay, Riku, do bard stuff. We're gonna roll the d10.
Okay.
So that's another 6 points
Oof.
of radiant damage.
Got what else you got?
And no, that's it. Now my AC is 23 as well.
Nice. All right. Is that your full turn?
That's full turn.
Vincent.
Try to provide some backup. So let's take a couple of shots at those guys.
I think this
See if
one.
you can fill that bow.
I think this one's at like 1 HP.
That's a hit?
It's surely low.
Oh, I get to reroll it.
Oh, you don't need to. This first one's dead,
It's
and
at
you do
1
fill
HP.
another notch of your bow.
All right, and then the second one we'll do a snipe shot.
All right.
Hopefully Vincent can get eye of a tentacle and just fucking uses like his nuke on the tentacle.
Oh.
23.
23 points of damage does not kill it. It is bloodied, however.
All right. Um. Do they? Is it their turn before our next thing?
Yes. Technically, Sir Venom would go next, but I have a sneaking suspicion he won't be able to get over there to help you out. So if you have anything at all to unload on this one, it's got 10 HP left, if you can get rid of it.
Yeah. 10 might be a lot. 2Ds. Yeah. 10 might be a lot. That's all I really got. Oh, but you know what? It'd be worth it just charge to the bow and then go shoot the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll action surge, right, and get my
Ooh.
extra turn.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You want it to be.
And we'll just do a regular shot. Don't miss.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh baby.
For 12 damage.
Okay. And so this one falls as well. Which I'm
Cool.
going to say actually brings you all out of combat momentarily.
Vincent's bow is charged.
Yes, it is. You can hear silence on the ship once more. No Kraken in sight. If you would like to come up on deck and reconvene momentarily, you may do
Yeah.
so.
Let's
So
get the fuck
reconvene.
out of here, Riku says.
Drop sails.
The Kraken's coming back. He's gonna kill us all if we don't leave now.
At this point. Wait, is this? Oh, this is their boat. Never mind.
Let me copy over your stuff actually, Sir Venom, because how long do you have those things for?
Let's see, celestial guys up for an hour,
Okay.
and 1 minute for the spiritual weapon.
Fucking clerics. Get rid of these things here, and let me make your sizes a little more appropriate. Bueno. Perfect. So you are on deck at this point, and as you do so, you suddenly see the Kraken once more. And it
Riku jumps
is
on broom.
and it is moving quickly.
Like
Let me
underneath
bring
us.
Yeah, underneath you. It's actually going to shoot up. I loaded it as the wrong thing.
Can I take a swig of my flask while this is all about to happen?
Absolutely. And the
Lucky.
Kraken.
Wish I could
Are
heal.
we
from
still in
drinking.
initiative?
No, we're going to roll new initiative for this in a moment. The Kraken is a gargantuan creature, which is, let me see
Oh,
how
boy.
many gargantuan creatures 5e.
He's a big boy.
Anything larger, yeah, there's no size category above this. It is effectively as large as the ship, and he will fly overhead of the ship roaring. And as it does so, you can see a black, shattered obsidian spire sticking out of its side with a sort of necrotic blood, like blood and necrotic sort of poison leaking out of it. The creature's clearly in pain, it's clearly enraged, and this is where we will pick it up next session.
Oh, so we gotta get that thing out of it. Maybe we can get a pet Kraken. It can like tow our boat around. It will be so fast.
So optimistic.
Right.
Yeah, dude, it'll be that. It'll be
Surely.
that easy too. We'll swim over. Like it'll be like that story about the guy with the lion who had like the thorn in its paw.
Do tell.
Took the thorn out of the lion's paw, and then it rode the lion all the way back home, and they took down like a cyclops or something.
Yeah.
I don't believe in fairy tales.